I took an entire nutrition class just to know these 3 lessons that I have learned. And today I'm going to share it all with you. The plan that I'm going to do it is I'm going to divide it to 3 sections. Every section I'm going to give you the lesson that I have learned. And it covers more than one aspect. So what I promise you is with this video, once you finish, you will have an insane knowledge about nutrition, about your body, and about what you should eat. And even if you don't have the means, what your food actually tells about you. And if you want to get into some shape or whatever it is, how can you do that? Just by changing your nutritional values. So, and all of this is nothing. I'm not going to go all deep with talking about all of the milligrams that you have to add. It's all about the real meat knowledge. So the first thing that you have to comprehend about nutrition is that it covers more than one aspect. The most important one is your height and also how much you weigh. There is more than this, okay? There is like a lot of metrics that you can add, but these are the most important, and for one reason that because of these 2, you can calculate something which is the optimal weight that you can have. So this is, you can have it, you can do that in all the sites. So I'm not going to give you the equation and waste your time. You can just type it on Google, it will give you the equation, just put in your height and put in your weight, and it will give it to you. Okay, that's awesome. That's one thing. And obviously you can just do whatever you want. You can just put it to ChatGPT and tell him that what should I do? Here's my this, or just tell ChatGPT really. Just tell him here's my height, here's my weight, give me my optimal weight, and also give me all of the analyze it and give me the decision and tell me why. This is a real prompt that you can put in. Awesome. Now I'm gonna start with one thing. So the first thing that we got into nutrition, and the teacher started speaking. She was asking us, right, in college. She was college students. I want to tell you, what do you know about nutrition? So everyone was speaking about some weird stuff. I told her electrolytes, whatever. Everyone was telling some stupid things, okay? They're all valid. She respected all of them. But she says, nutrition is more than that because it covers so many fields in life. So if you fast, nutrition is the most important thing. If you train, nutrition is the most important thing. If you want to live a good life, nutrition is the most important thing. And actually, if you want to achieve your dreams, nutrition is the most important thing. And look, don't take my words for it. Take Elon Musk word for it. So in his last podcast with Joe Rogan, they took about few minutes just talking about the carnivore diet. So if you have no idea about what I'm talking about, carnivore diet is basically a diet when you have 100% meat as your diet. Joe Rogan does that, and a lot of athletes do that because it has a lot of protein. Protein generally is better than, the sugar or carbs, and also better than lipids or fats, okay? And the reason behind it is that carbs or sugary stuff usually give you the high up. So when you eat something sugary, you get a lot of energy, but also it gives you the low after that, which is just a physical phenomenon that happens because your body will try to lower your sugar levels, but it sort of always does it more. It gives more hormones, which is the insulin, and it goes down, then it's kind of balanced. That's the one thing. With the fats, it's actually very slow to actually give you the energy. So as an example, you eat fat in the morning, more likely you will have energy throughout the day, throughout the nights, whatever. If you have it like, let's say before bed or whatever, that's why they say milk, you can do it before bed because it gives you the energy at night, and also throughout the day it will give you, but not crazy amount at the same time. It's sort of slowly giving you energy. The thing with protein is not like carbs going too fast. It's not like lipid or fats going very slow. It's in the middle. It's in the sweet spot. So as an example, even Elon Musk said it, so I'm gonna take his words. He says, I actually started eating eggs in the morning, and that had a great effect on my energy. Absolutely correct. And the reason behind it is that because you eat protein, that means it will last very long time. Protein gives you energy throughout the day, and usually even if you don't eat a lot throughout the day, you should be pretty good in terms of your energy levels because it doesn't give you that high up then high down, and it's not very slow to degrade, so you need to eat something else. It's usually awesome. And that's why there's a lot of hype on Twitter about carnivore diet, right? And here I'm not going to say about what are the cons and pros about it, but this is the main thing about it. So understanding these elements that I just explained to you here, this is the essence of what you want. So let's say, as an example, I have a rule that I tried, which is never eat carbs before doing something important. So there's one exam that I had about 2 years ago. And I just, you know what, I'm not going to eat a crazy food the day before, and also that day I didn't eat great food. I said, you know what, I'm just going to eat sugar. In the exam, and I used to do that, I'm going to eat a lot of sugar so my high levels go up. When they go up, I'm going to answer all the questions. Even if it go down, then I'm just going to use that time to revise. It was bullshit. And the reason behind it is that because I have that high to responded, when it went down, something happened. So crazy thing happened that does not happen very often. And because of it, I got suspended for 1 year in college. And look, that happened. I didn't have any energy to even interact or defend myself or say what I had to say to prevent that from happening. And this shows the importance of nutrition. And also I found it had on my personal life, now that I'm tracking my energy levels, my sleep levels, everything, right? I understand that my diet, I'm going to give you an example. So there's a few days ago, just about three days, something horrible happened. So an event that I was waiting for and didn't go well. I was like, okay. I went back because I woke up at 5 a.m. and I kind of got home at 3 p.m. So it's a long journey and I was tired. And they had this mental, not breaking down, okay? I didn't break, but I was not mentally great. And you can say that part of it is what happened. It's kind of like natural thing, how it goes. But still, I have control over everything on my mind. You know, I have control of my mind, I have control of my body, I have control of stuff. And my mind was always telling me to do stuff that I don't want to do. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I just know that is not good for me. And I have commitment and I looked at the data. I know what I have to do. My body was telling me to do something that I didn't want to do. I spent the time just watching stupid stuff past the time. At some point, I knew that I had to eat. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go eat. If I go eat and I'm still in this position, sure, we'll see. I got nothing crazy. Probably like I got tuna, so boxed tuna. It's nothing insane. It has protein. So I ate tuna, good food. And that was good. I was productive. After I was filming videos, stuff like that, which tells you about the importance of food. And this happens to me time and time again. I don't feel as good. My mental state is crazy. And I'm like, dude, what is happening? Is it like something about me? Is it I'm not controlling? Well, it's your food. Okay? Especially, so if you're living with your family, you have a mixed diet, you all have the same diet, you might not notice that as much because probably someone else is cooking for you. Once you get to the point, as an example, I was responsible for a good period of my life to cook for the house. So 3-4 people, I cook for that. I know how that goes. So in addition to me studying nutrition as an entire class in college, I also did cook a lot, okay? So understand how to cook, what are the differences between vegetables and stuff like that. But once I was alone, so this period, like 2-3 weeks alone, I now have the full responsibilities and decisions that I have to make about my diet. So if I want to eat something, I can go. If I don't want, I just can't. I just won't, okay? So I don't have to take care of like 4 people, what they will eat and stuff like that. So I'm the cook of mine, not the cooks of others. And this changed a lot because I have the full control over it and I can actually notice the differences between eating good and not eating good. I'm going to give you an example to make everything clear for you, okay? As an example, you see sugar levels. Everybody says that you should not eat processed sugar, which makes a lot of sense. I honestly, based on what I've read, based on all of the studies that I did, and based on me, I understand that you can eat sugar in one thing, which is if you are going to do some crazy physical workout. So I do bike for 60 minutes a day. So an entire hour me biking, and it has heights, it has going down. So for me, if I eat a little bit of sugar, it's fine because that doesn't matter. okay, and I will not have no highs, no downs, because I'm deprivated from sugar because I spend so much energy. So that's fine there, because usually my sugar levels are down. Put them a little bit up, nothing will happen, and just will be great. More than that is that I can eat just protein. So as an example, yesterday I ate protein. I ate a few eggs, right? Like 3 eggs. I ate them in about 11 a.m. or something. I didn't eat anything for the entire day. Before bed, I ate, not before bed, but like 8 p.m., which is the best time. I ate onions, and I did, grapes. There is a process that go through, and they kind of like, I know what it's called, but grapes, but you can cook them and everything. And I just ate them, and it was an awesome meal, right? For me to fill what I want. But also, the entire day, my energy levels were awesome. And also, I had good night's sleep because I didn't eat before bed, but I also ate before, right? 2 to 3 hours. So my digestive system is not interfering with my body needs, my sleep. Because I also did that. I had so many times where, I was doing a lot of stuff, this, so I don't have time to eat until, it's bedtime. I have 15 minutes and I have to eat so I don't die of hunger. Or because that food will just get spoiled and I have to eat it. So I ate that, and then I can't sleep for 3 hours. And I'm like, dude, why did that happen? Usually it's because I ate before bed. Okay. Now that's awesome. One of the biggest things that I have learned, it changed my life, which is water levels. Most of people are not hungry, and they blame hunger for their low energy levels, while the reason behind it is that they're just not hydrated. They're dehydrated. They're not drinking a lot of waters. And there's the example. I was talking to this guy from college. He's my classmate. And we are in the internship, and I was speaking, going back and forth. I was like, okay, so what do you do? It was like, I actually walk 10,000 steps a day. I was like, that's awesome. Okay, cool. I asked him a few questions. They said, you should be drinking a lot of water. And he goes, that's the thing, dude. I don't drink any water. I was like, what? He said, don't drink at all. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You walk 10,000 steps every single day without drinking water. You're literally killing yourself. You have low energy, you have low mental state, bad everything. Like your mental state, your clarity will not be as good. Especially for him walking 10,000 steps. I explained to him that by now, it was about 11 a.m. I said, by now, you should at least drink one liter, bro. 1 liter, just wake up, drink 1 liter. You waste that on sweat, on different things. And most people are afraid to go to the toilet, which is something that I had, okay? It's bad. If you're in school and you have this public toilet that you don't want to go to, guess what? It's better to have a good energy level, be concentrated in school, so you don't have to go waste a lot of hours to revise all of the lessons, to remember what the teacher says. And also, if there is something, you can take it up. Right? So the other day there was this opportunity that the teacher has presented. He said, if a person answers this question, I'll get him +1 note, 1 grade. I was like, dude, I know because I was here. Right? Because I did drink a lot of water. I was ready. I can't go back and forth. And just water alone will give you a lot of energy than just going to eat some sugary stuff. Sometimes eating something sugary, as an example, if you're fasting, it's better to start up with dates or something that has good sugar, so it gives you a fast energy that what you want for you in order for you to eat the other foods, okay? But if it comes like, let's say you're in class, probably you should eat protein and then also drink a lot of water. So if you have good functioning kidneys, you can drink a lot of water. You can drink up to 3 liters, 2 liters, let's say least. I've had good days when I was drinking just when I wake up 1 liter of water off the bat, 1.5 liter of water. It's good. I felt normal. The downside is like you have to go to the toilet a lot. And because I mentioned the toilet, you have to also analyze yourself when going to the toilet. Here's why. So there is the color of your pee. Okay, this is something that I learned at the age of 7 years old. And I always was amazed when people confuse this. And I always get angry why a lot of people are not surveying the literal pee colors. Your pee color says a lot about your hydration. How is your body doing at the moment? So if your pee color is look, the normal is golden color, not too, not too dark, not too light. That's usually normal. But personally, I prefer to be just transparent color because that means I'm greatly hydrated. Usually, in most cases, I'm great hydrated. If it's dark yellow, some people have it brown, dude, go drink water at that moment because that's your body telling you that you need water. Your kidneys don't have a lot of water because that yellow stuff are gonna go there, right? Because the kidneys filtrates all of the blood, gets all of the toxins, gets all of the stuff that must go out with the blood, so it also filtrates the water, okay? When your pee is white or transparent, that means there is a lot of water, it's good state. When it's darker, that means that, look, you need to go drink that water. Awesome. So this is just like few things, right, that also like I told him to that guy, to my classmates, I said, look, you have to survey this stuff because you don't want to go into a place and not only it is like bad energy levels, bad mental state, it can also like get into stuff that you don't want to get into. Awesome. So now that I spoke about the differences between elements or nutritions, and also I spoke about water, these are the most important elements, okay? I'm gonna even add one thing, which is electrolytes. So electrolytes is sodium, potassium, magnesium, etc. And these electrolytes are actually important for your brain to function, for your muscles to contract, for a lot of stuff. So you need them, and also for your blood pressure. So as an example, you eat a lot of salt, your blood pressure might go up, okay? Obviously, it depends on your stage, etc., but let's say just as general knowledge, okay? And that's why for the patients that they have high blood pressure, it's usually they should not eat salty stuff because salt will just make their blood pressure go up, because if you think about it, it's the kidneys that won't work actually because there is a lot of salt on one side, so the water can't go because this side is too salty, so the water will go to the body instead of going out. This is like a simple way to actually explain it. So you want to not drink a lot of salt for the people that have high blood pressure. But if you are a normal human, as an example, let's say you run. If you run, you have to have good electrolytes because simply if you sweat, there's a lot of electrolytes that are going out of you. So sodium is going out, water obviously is going out. There's a lot of stuff that are going out, right? That in order for you to give them back to your body, you need to eat them. So sometimes salt is good, okay? In most cases, like if you're healthy, you're exercising and stuff like that, it's good to eat a little bit of salt. Just don't go on a non-salt diet because it's not very healthy for you, okay? If you train and you have good health and you're young and everything, okay? If there's no medical stuff, then sure, you should do that. However, the other thing I'm going to add here is not only that, but also in special conditions. So if you have diarrhea or something like that, your electrolytes, it's the same thing that goes with sweat. So like your water go out and also the electrolytes go out. So you want to do the opposite of what's happening. You want to give yourself water. You want to give yourself the electrolytes that you're losing. That's awesome. And that's why, by the way, you see a lot of athletes when they go to races, they get water and they get like nuts, peanuts, whatever it is, because it has all of the electrolytes they need in addition to some nutrients that are very important for them. Most importantly is the electrolytes, okay? So this is an important thing that you have to comprehend in order for you to master your physical health, whether you're running, whether you want to just be good in class, in work, and whatever, in college, all of these stuff, or presentation, or just talking to people, this is an important thing. And I actually invite you, I was doing this analysis with myself. I was tracking 18 metrics for 30 months of my life, and I was going back and forth with AI, with ChatGPT, on this analysis and data and decision. And one of the stuff that he told me, he said, you know what, you should actually add energy levels to your tracking system. I said, tell me more about this. He said, well, your energy levels tends to reflect a lot about who you are, like what are you doing throughout the day. Because the thing is that your energy levels reflects a lot about who you are, what you do, and literally what you can do in the day. So if you're working, if you're going to college, if you're doing whatever it is, your energy levels, having high energy levels will just give you, it's a cheat code. You're literally hacking life. And this is one thing that I noticed, especially early on. I was doing a lot of analysis about all of the successful content creators. I was like, dude, how they do all of these things all the time and they film all of these videos and their energy levels are always high. And for me, when I upload videos, I'm like, do one video and I'm dead, dude. And the reason behind it is just tracking your energy levels, having good nutritional system and eating good food, especially when I talked about like eating proteins, drinking a lot of water, avoiding carbs as much as you can, especially processed food. Stuff like this will actually help you and also help you with your sleep. You want to have good sleep because it also helps you with the energy. It gives you the best energy that you can. And look, the best results that I got from a national exam in my life, I got it in probably the hardest national exam in my life, is because I had good night's sleep those days. Even that I didn't revise for 1 or 2 days prior, I had good night's sleep, which just set me up to be better and to remember everything and anything. And I'm in a good mental state, and also the reaction time will be way faster. All right, and as an opposing idea, on the same time, my worst exam, was actually when I didn't sleep. I slept at 5 a.m. I was doing all-nighters, putting all-nighter. Went to the exam and something horrible happened, and it's where I got suspended for school. So it's all of these stuff that I'm speaking about. It just makes all the sense. So as I promised, now you have a great idea about nutrition. I got an entire class in college just to understand these elements. I think these are the most important that you can literally apply to your life right now. So now, look what? You're great at nutrition. Subscribe.